All right, we're live. Oh man, what a bad day. What a bad day. I had some packages on my front porch. I went to go pick them up and then they were gone. So I think USPS picked up some of my packages, and if it was the right packages, it was probably pretty expensive. I think they picked up some packages that UPS delivered, and then USPS was doing their regular package pickup. And yeah, but they can't find it. Oh my God. What's up, Tony Pepperoni? Hello, Brookview. Hello, Mr. Spice. God, dude, why is the post office so bad? I really think they probably took the packages. Here's Kevin Maldonado. Mister's pissed. We just started. I'm already pissed. I'm pissed. Oh man, hold on. All right, I'm here. What do we got? We got Charmander. We got Empoleon. Charmander is the poker break. There's only 10 spots. It's really small, actually. You might be interested in that. Let's try to extract this Empoleon. What's up, Joseph Jones? So I had some packages on my porch. I visually confirmed that they were there, and I didn't bother picking them up because I get packages all the time. Turn this down a little bit. Then I go back to pick them up, and they're gone. I think USPS likely picked them up. That's my suspicion. John said he saw the packages, and he saw the USPS outgoing mail, and now they're gone. So, dude. Then I drove to... You know why we started so late today? Because I spent my whole day... I drove off to USPS. They said they didn't have them. I said maybe UPS have them. So I drove over to UPS. I was like an hour and a half today, just driving between these two places, being like, where are my packages? Of course, there's also the chance that you need to get a Ring doorbell to get them on camera. Yeah, so we moved, and I haven't set that up. You think I would have by now? We've been here for a few months. Yeah, we moved, and I need to set that up badly. But anyways, yeah, that's exactly what I was like cursing myself in the car, because for once it would have been useful. You get the Ring doorbell, you never use it. And this time it would have been useful, because then if it was a porch pirate, I'd know instantly. Why would it be a porch pirate? There's like nobody out here. There's no kids. It's all adults, and nobody drives by during the daytime. So highly unlikely that it was a porch pirate. It was likely taken by either USPS. No, it's got to have, it has to have been taken by USPS. That or John stole them. Give them back, John. But yeah, the boxes are, they were there, and then I went back to pick them up, and then they're gone. So, Jesus, dude. I highly suspect USPS mixed them in with the outgoing packages. I called well, not only did I go to USPS, but I called them too. They said, well, the guy who picked up your packages today says he scanned the packages in. So if it had been USPS, then they would have been rejected. And I'm like, all right. So that doesn't make me feel good, because it just makes me feel like it's even more likely that they were stolen. But yeah, I don't know. Somebody knows your address is now stealing you out. I mean, that's possible. It's highly unlikely, because I live so far away from everything. The USPS guy could have just been lying. He could have just been saying, no, I didn't take them, just because he's, doesn't want to get in trouble at his job. You know what I mean? So he could be like, nah. Look at these cards I got. USPS guy watching. Ooh, Leafeon. I gotta send these into grade. Anyways, we got these lovely guys. You guys want to open some Diamond Pearl? Glorious day, mister. The Tate brothers are out of prison on house arrest. Oh, the irony, because I am too. You're out of prison? Finally. Till May 5th. Till May 5th. Who's out till May 5th? We got Mysterious Treasures. Oops. And one more Mysterious Treasures. All right, beautiful. Are you a Tate brother? I'm a Tate brother. May 5th is my wedding anniversary. Let's grab this up here. There we go. I'm on house arrest till May 5th. Are you really? Damn, dude. What'd you get in trouble for? All right, let's do a Diamond Pearl break. $17 a spot for the Diamond Pearl break. That's what we were doing before, right? Okay. Diamond and Pearl. Status on breaks. Yep. Here's a break. Here's a break. This is the cheap slab break. Dugong 9.5 blue deck. Pretty cool, actually. There's the large sub list is reset. The large is moving. Like Vacation, Primal Clash. Not a single spot is sold ever since base set came out. Almost out of base set, unfortunately. Just about to sell out of it. Not a lot left. Hopefully I get restocked real soon. All right, let's see if we got daytime orders. Sandra Rocktop, cancel my Burning Shadows SLAB-AWAY. Okay, let me go grab it. Oh, I found it. Okay, grab this sleeve. Here we are. Salazzle. Ooh. Ooh, my. Let's figure out how we're going to do this, Sandra. So that's from back in August. You paid a portion of it down. Okay, give me a minute. Well, it looks like the price has not changed on it. In fact, the price has gone up by about $5. So you're going to get the full refund this time. Sandra, you are owed $110, it looks like. 110. Yep. All right. Give me a second. Let me log into the PayPal. Yogo got in trouble before and I got my gun eyes taken away. I've missed y'all. All right. Give me a minute. So this item will go back up for sale. Here's a big order, $61. So I'm gonna start with this one, 61. And then here is a $29 order. Okay, we'll refund that one. So 61 and 29, that's $90. So we need one $20 order. All right, here they come. Make sure it's the same person, right? Okay, Sandra Rocktop. There goes. All right. This is property of me again. Salazzle. Do you think we are anywhere near the ceiling on vintage Pokemon cards? Well, yeah, I mean, that's like asking me if we're at the ceiling of the stock market. As long as society doesn't collapse, everything will keep going up in price. And I'll tell you why. It's just because of inflation. The cost of goods go up. The cost of labor goes up. People get paid more. And then the cost of cards go up because people are being paid more. That doesn't mean the value of the cards have gone up more, but the dollar signs on them have. Here we are. Burning Shadows Salazzle is back on the table. This is a low pop Burning Shadows hyper rare. Okay, cool. As you guys know, Burning Shadows had a cutting error, and so almost none of the cards from that set grade 10. Even the sealed booster boxes of Burning Shadows, if you open it up, you just get bad cards out of it that can't grade 10. So Carlos Sura says for Scarlet. He just says Scarlet. He doesn't say base set starter, or he doesn't say base set English. He just says starter. And let me move these to the side somewhere. So I'm assuming what Carlos wants are these. English. Ah, there we go. Yeah, remember, there is a set called Scarlet on the menu. 1, 2, 3, 4. 3 jobless. 3 jobless. Here we are. I didn't mean to say starter. Starter doesn't really describe it. I just meant English. For those of you who are just joined, we have a new pack break. Diamond Pearl Mysterious Treasures. $17 per spot if you want in. English. That's right. All right. Mr. Imposter Professor Oak. What's up, man? You've been around for a while. There we go. Joseph Avila says, hello, mister. Hello, nurse. Okay, 2 hollows. A hello. A hello. Okay, very nice. Just some hollows out of those. Jobless Reincarnation, you basically need the signature, or you need... Well, no, there's a couple good super rares, aren't there? Here's Meowscarada. There's a couple good super rares. Flamigo. Clawitzer. Dolliv. There's Dolliv and Capsakid, Bruxish, Miraidon, Miraidon. So we are down to our last 2 boxes, actually, of the English Scarlet Violet, and then I'm out of them. So they're going to move to $7, and they're going to say almost gone. I'm hoping that I get a resupply very soon. Okay, cool. All right, Mr. Carlos with the C, let me grab your bag. Oh, he says new bag. Ping Discord, mister. I did ping Discord. What are you talking about? This is the Discord, and it's already pinged. Here we are. Carlos Sura. There we are. All right. We have an order from Carlos Sura. He says he'll jump into the Charmander slab. You got it, man. All right. This is a slab break, just to make sure that you understand. It means that you have a 1 in 10 odds. That's what that stands for. Mr. Rubin's in here. I think one other person's in here, too. So there's 7 spots remaining. Cool. We have Zachary Stekskowski, 1 Diamond Pearl break. Time like these, I need coffee. Okay, here we are. Diamond Pearl break. These were popular, so I got a couple more of them is what happened. Sergio Espinoza, 1 in the Charmander slab break. You got it. Wait, is it L12? Yeah. Just write L12 on it. Make it easy. Okay. Sergio then says he wants 1 Dugong. Okay, Sergio. L12. Okay, thank you very much. Oh, 1 in the pack break. Gotcha. I was looking at it. What's up, Mr. Sergio? Welcome back, man. Glad you're here, hanging out with us. Alexander Platt says, it's me again with Final Fantasy, currently watching live. He wants to sell me his Opus 1 boxes, and I don't feel like buying them at the moment. Here's Kip at 5 Resurgence of Power. You got it, man. Mr. Kip. Here's 8 Resurgence. I'm watching you at work, mister. Nice. Make the time go by faster. I gotta go get more Resurgence of Power. Looking for that Resurgence of Power. Oh shoot, are we out? I think I have some more out here. Almost out of these, man. Yeah, we are low on Resurgence of Power. Must be a popular set. All right, new box. What's up, guys? Happy Friday. When will you get the new Final Fantasy? I didn't even know it was coming out, but I ordered some yesterday, I think. Somebody mentioned it. Actually, it was 2 days ago. All right, cool. Foolish of me not to have it already, you know? Like, I'm missing sales, basically. I looked up the menu for Final Fantasy. It said the next set was coming out in August. And so what I think I did wrong, I think I looked it up too late, and the new set had already launched. I think that's what happened. Oops, hold on. Where'd the holo go? Is it this guy? Oh my god, you almost can't tell it's holo. Here's Daisy. Jecht. Whoa, Jecht. And his boyfriend. Here's Ash, full art. Very nice. And Ravis. Wow, you're just always picking up those full arts. Konnichiwa. Who the hell is this? Okay, that's for Kip F. Thank you, Kip. Yeah, we'll get the new set ASAP. Got the Scyther slab today. Thanks again, mister. And you didn't even spend $60 on shipping. How nice is that? We are. Coelho Jimenez says, paying off my SLAB-AWAY. Whoa. Let me look that up, Mr. Coelho. You had an Umbreon. Okay, let me go get it. Wow, what a nice card. This seems underpriced. Holy, look at this card, man. By the way, I went outside today. Oh my god, there were branches everywhere. My whole yard is branches right now. I believe I pulled this in a TikTok. Okay, your name's already on it. We're good to go. Yeah, that's a nice one. Okay, we have Jeff Leon for English Scarlet Violet. I have a box. 1, 2, 3, 4. Windy and Independence, Missouri, too. Yeah, we are unfortunately down to our last 2 boxes of Scarlet Violet. I told you guys some boxes went missing off my front porch. I saw them there, and then I went back to pick them up, and they were already gone. It's blowing harder than Stormy Daniels. Yeah. Stormy Daniels. I assume the post office picked them up by accident. Because post office packages were gone with them. Everything is underpriced except the things that aren't. I want an open bank account. Wait, really? Yeah, I got some packages went missing. Here's Toxicroak. They disappeared today, and we will find out later if they get redelivered to me. There is a very good chance that USPS accidentally picked them up because they thought that they were part of the outgoing shipment. But if that's not the case, if it was porch piracy, that could be very bad. But I don't know. Do you have cameras? Well, I used to have cameras. We moved and I didn't set up the cameras on the front door yet. We have like a broken doorbell. That's what we have. Jeff Leon. All right, Jeff. All right. I was going to hire a guy to do it. I wanted him to do that and give us maybe like a whole new doorbell system. But what's up, mister? I'm pissed. I'm pissed. I don't want to hear it. I don't know about this, but it's pissing me off. Anyways, hope they get returned quick. I'm hoping that they got picked up by USPS and that they're going to be returned to me by whoever it was that originally delivered them. It's either FedEx or UPS. Tragic, mister. Yeah, I know. It just happened. I'm trying to get the tracking number for them. The guy who mailed them to me, I asked him for the tracking. He hasn't given them to me yet. Coeli says 5 in the Charmander break. Dude! No, that's not right. That's not 5. In the Charmander break? You sent $45, right? I think your math is off, Coeli. 45 divided by 15 is 3. You meant 3. Here we go. Trying to trick me? 1, 2, 3. There we go. So tragic. Now you have to charge $7 per pack. Yeah. Here we are. Fat fingered, sorry. Michael Spalding, $50 slab-away payment. Okay, Michael. Oh, my light's flickering, man. Is it just because the plug's not very good? Might just be the plug. Dude, it's crazy windy outside. Brooks Bellinger, 1 Diamond Pearl pack break. There you go, Brooks. 1 Dragon Maid. Dragon Maid, Dragon Maid. Not sure if USPS, FedEx, or UPS will do it. You could get a box with the code entry for all your packages. The only way you and the mail could have access. SLAB-AWAY, the packs he showed off yesterday. Yeah, you almost, once you install one of those video cameras, you never need to use it. Today's, in particular, a day where I need it, and I didn't have it. Oh, I'm so frustrated. I really don't think it was stolen, though, because there's just no one out here. You know what I mean? Like, I live out in Lake of the Ozarks. It's such a slow neighborhood. There's nothing going on in this neighborhood ever. There's no kids. Yeah, there's no kids. I mean, it would have to be an adult, but the population is tiny and it's just not super poor people either. All right, here we are. So that's for Brooks. Let's see, Brooks. Brooks. Tell us your plan then. Mr. got Entei poker card. Did you check the other door? I did. It's not there. Did get moved there. I asked John if he saw it. And he said he saw it. Mister's pissed. I'm pissed. Looking for Brooks Bellinger. Did you need a new bag, Brooks? Not in here. I'm pissed. The old lady from the old house came and took them. No, we're in a new house now. Quelly wants the Entei poker card. To sell or not to sell? That is the question. You want my fancy Entei card? Let me go look it up. So these are some poker cards that I could sell, or I could hold them. It is. You want that guy? 10 bazillion. I'm just kidding. Let's see what we got here. So it looks like I'm supposed to ask you for about, I'm going to ask 180 for it. What do you think? 180? It's actually pretty good. Other vintage Enteis would cost much more than 180. Okay. He's already graded 10. Very nice. He says sending. All right, I'll set it to the side for you. We saved that one so you could grab it, so you could snatch it. Ryan Ingle, 1 Charmander. Ryan. You got it, Ryan. He says sent. Kyle Burns says 4 Evolving Skies. Ooh. Evolving Skies, you say. All right. Okay, Evolving Skies. 3 live customs. Oh, you do like to gamble. All right, here goes. 2 expensive things that are very risky. We got 1, 2. Oh, 3 was exactly what you needed. You needed exactly 3. I fell asleep during my Fortnite opening. I woke up and replayed, and so I pulled the Black Knight. You pulled a non-hollow Black Knight. That's still pretty valuable, I think. Path to the Pokey. I think that's going to be a Topps card. You pulled this guy. There he is. That's what inevitably happens to cards that are on the table. Eventually they go in the box. There they are. All right. You want this Kyogre? Throw that away. Let's see what's in here. Some cool stuff in the live customs. What's in the box? Really cool stuff. Evil. Whoa, you should hear the wind. Crazy outside. Phoebos. Sylveon. The old lady that used to show up on the front porch of your other house is back. No, I doubt that. My 5 PSA subs made it there today. I'll need a new case for my slabs soon. Here's Glaceon. Man. Okay, Glaceon. Lovely. Oh. And Raihan. You did it. Raihan. I don't know how to say his name. He's technically supposed to be a good pull, right? He counts as a rainbow pull. Great job. All right, that's for Kyle Burns. Well, Kyle, you actually did do better than the average person I see opening up Evolving Skies. So a lot of people just pull a round of cold cards. You actually got a rainbow and 2 Vs. There it goes. Very good. Kyle Burns. Evolving Skies is getting pricey. It is. It's crazy pricey. Jeff Leon says Tumashoku. Oh, shoot. Give me a second. Let me move these down here, maybe. Two Lost Origin, 2 Silver Tempest, I have a bag, and a box. How's the line? The line is kind of short. Tumashokus. Looks short to me. 2 Silver Tempest. 2 Lost Origin. Oh, almost time for a new case of Lost Origin to pop out. 5 hours until I win this eBay auction. Oh, no, you don't. Now I know how much. Now I know when to go looking for a good eBay auction. I'm going to hop in at 10:21. And I'm going to look for all the good Pokemon cards. Woo. Get you some spare COVID. Now, see, why am I sneezing in my room so much? I think for the same reason I'm coughing in my room. I think there's something in here. Have you guys noticed that? I sneeze a ton in this room, man. Tree pollen, maybe? I'm dying. I'm sneezing in my shirt here, but now I got a runny nose. Moldy cards. Asbestos. It's the asbestos. Okay, Clay Doll. Fennekin. Uh-oh. Electrike. Uh-oh. I think there's a cold round. Ah, it's a cold round. I'm sorry, man. Jeff Leon. You've had some good luck on this channel. It's the swine flu. So Donald Trump's in trouble. What's that going to turn into? I'm pissed. I haven't read the news today. You guys been keeping up with the news? Coeli says, I'll take the Entei poker card outright. Very good. Okay. I made some money today. Cruella de Vil. Cruella de Vil. That is going to help me pay down the $3,000 that I spent grading all these. That's right, I spent like $3,000 grading them. Beckett costs more. Beckett is not cheap. Rage Quit Bit. Small slab break. Okay, Rage Quit Bit. 3, 4. Rage Quit Bit. You got it. Thanks, man. Easy. Don't watch the news. What? Mr. Athim says 7 azure lanes. How about that? That was very fast, right? It's because I move like a cat. I move at the speed of light. We're going to check the Zells right after this. Little birdie. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Tell people about the Diamond Pearl break. Oops. We got Diamond Pearl. 3 people in. Diamond Pearl, 10 spots. Pull an awesome reverse hollow. And if you're lucky, maybe a heavy pack. I don't know. Need Trump back because he likes the UK. I don't think old Joe likes us as much. What does Joe like? Joe can barely speak. I don't think Joe likes anything. I think Joe's just kind of like, he's just there, you know? He's like a spokesperson. I don't think he actually does any of this. You'd think he does any of the serious work. He's like 100 years old. Anytime you hear him speak, he can barely speak. He clearly has some sort of geriatric brain decay. It's just what happens to us as we get old, you know? So I don't think he's all there. And I think that he knows he's not all there, and he probably lets other people run the show. I'm serious. Like, you just have to listen to a comparison of him speaking 10 years ago to today. You can hear he's not there. You can hear that he's like slowed down dramatically. Like if he used to go 60 miles an hour in his head in the past, he's going like 25 miles an hour today. And he's the perfect fit for the American empire that's going out of business. We're old and we're gross, and he is the perfect representation of our failing empire. You know what I mean? Old, corrupt, you know, just nobody trusts it or wants to be doing business with it. Terrible feeling. He can stiff my hair, says Alex. There we go. That's for our friend, Mr. Hathim. Let's see. We gave you your own box now, right? Here we are. Mr. Hathim, that was kind of a cold round. His wife's probably running it like Reagan. I have a suspicion that could be it, sure. His wife could be doing a lot. All right, let's check the Zelle orders. We do have some Zelle orders. Jeremy Arango, please put towards my Mewtwo SLAB-AWAY. Okay, Jeremy. Jeremy. So this goes down to 180. All right. Victor Neves, 1 V-star. You got it, Victor? Victor? How's it going, Victor? Very nice. Any good movies coming out? Oh, right, the Mario movie's coming out. Any other good movies? I need something to look forward to, guys. Oh, Charizard, blah. There we go. Tell John I said hi. Okay. Joshua Stone. What's up, Joshua? There we go, Victor Neves. Sweet. So I got this Salazzle return from SLAB-AWAY. Let's look up the PSA pop on this. All right, look this up. Here it is, Burning Shadows, Salazzle. There's 50. This is a Pop 50 card. Printed in 2017, Pop 50. You know why the Pop's so low on it? Because when you open Burning Shadows has an error on the back, and that stops the card from being able to grade 10. New season of Demon Slayer. Demon Slayer! I'm going to use my Sharingan. I can't wait to watch Animu. Here's Jeff Leon, one Mushoku. Okay, so one more Mushoku. One more Silver Tempest. One Lost Origin. Here we are. All right. Sneep. Let's get these sneeps in. Lantern. Just debating if I want to play in this $100 Texas Hold'em poker game tonight. Here's a Magnezone. I just watched the Mugen Train arc and shed a tear. Well, it's not happening because you are oldest from eating right food to replace the brain matter. Procod is sticky poop. What are you guys saying? All right, what do we got in here? That's a cold pack. Oh, Mushoku Tensei. Why are you always holding out on us, Mushoku Tensei? That's not real wrestling. I'll show you what real wrestling is. Sir, you take your gay porn and you just head on out of here. It's not real wrestling. Why do you flick the top of the pack after the snip? It's like flicking the bean. Kip F. $10 for Alex? Really? Alex is just getting $10? Kip F has donated $10 to Alex. Oh my God, Alex. Wait. Do I need to create a new card? Okay, hold on. Alex, I don't know who you're sending feet pictures to, but it's working. There we go. Dude, WrestleMania is this weekend. Wow. So that's it. There's no line. Let's talk about what we got here. Charmander is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2 spots away. There's 2 spots for the Charmander. Very close. Very close. We could end right here in the lunchtime stream. Here is the brand new pack break, Mysterious Treasures, $17 a spot. So this is $17 a spot. It's not in the menu yet. 3 people are in. Sorry about that. I should probably add it to the menu. I'll go add it to the menu so people know it's there. Okay, where are we? Pack break. It's going to say Diamond Pearl 17. I'm not going to specify the pack. We got a variety of packs. So we got a tin. Oh, wait. Oh, did I throw the top of this tin away? I shouldn't be throwing this tin away. It's actually valuable. Here we are. Got it. So this is for sale. I don't know how much for. Maybe like $10 and $10 shipping. But that's a fancy tin. Sent for the Charmander break. I had a dream attended a stream and now it's come true. Okay, give me a moment. Okay, so Quelly says 2 spots for Charmander. Here they are. Is that it? It's over? It's over, guys. Charmander's done. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, you better win, Quelly. I'm back. Now we don't need to split this deck. We're just gonna let the RNG decide. The Google machine. New members because of gifted memberships. Who's gifting these? All right, guys, we're going to click it 3 times. 1, 2, 3. 5 is the winning number. Well, not 5, but we count by 5. So it goes like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is the winning card. Coeli! L12 missed, and so did Carlos Sura. They were right between. Wow! How about that, Coeli? How about that? Your odds were 50%. It's like doing the roulette table and betting everything on black or red. That's rigged. Now we need a new card to do a pack break with, slab break with. Well, it's just supposed to be something that you guys really like. I think we were going to do this guy next. Ban Coeli. Whoa, man, it's windy out there. Wow, that's a lot of memberships.
Thank you for donation. Kid made my day. Also put a two-base set pack here. Gifted the subs kid. You can be free for a day or a lock of hair.
What? Hold on, Alex. I'll get that. All right. Pikachu's going to be 28 spots. So Alex sent a message. Pikachu's a bit more, huh? That's because he's special. Ban for mine. You guys want to see what it looks like outside? The sun's up, so I can actually show you the outdoors a bit better. See, I try to show you guys at night, but it's pitch black, so you can't see anything. Okay, this is the new pack break. Slab break. That is Rainbow Chunky Chew. Remember this guy? Remember how hard he was to pull? He's incredibly hard to pull out of Vivid Voltage. All right, let's see what it's like outside rest. Whew. Tell you what, let me do this. Oh, that's not right. Dude, I hate these kinds of blinds. There we go. You hear the wind? Look at all these. And some of the branches were just from a little while ago. John had like picked some of them up. Look at that. Oh my God, dude. I don't know why it's so windy today. Wow. We had a severe weather warning yesterday night. It looks like the water's low. Look at that. Crazy, man. But yeah, that giant branch broke. That branch was not there yesterday. That branch is broken. Look at this big branch. Technically, that reaches over the roof. I don't think that could break the house, even if that branch broke, but I don't think it will, I guess. I think my like driveway is like covered in sticks and everything. Everything is. Yeah, it was crazy windy. It was like surprisingly loud. how windy it was. Ooh, man, it's perfect outside. Really warm. Probably part of the reason why it's so windy. All right, ugh, there's so much stuff in here. All right, we were all done with the lot of orders. Sleeve donation card for me, please, says Alex. I can do that. Here you go, Alex. From Kip F. Nice and clean in there. It never is. It just can't be because of the volume of stuff we're always moving. Let's add like an assistant who cleaned all day. Such a beautiful yard in that room. No, the yard's like gross too, actually. The yard's now covered in tons of sticks. But yeah, I mean, I can't help it. I can't help it. You guys should see the volume of stuff coming in and going out constantly. Hire a bulk burning maid. Yeah, maybe. So this is the new break. We need to add it to the menu. Should say Pikachu, Vivid. Okay. We have Jeff Leon, 2 Mashoku, 2 Azure. 2 Azure. Got 1 Azure. Find some more Azure. Pretty sure I still have some. There you go. All right, I'll be back. Where's my Azure lane? That wasn't the end of the Azure lane, right? Pretty sure not. Let me step out of the room. It might be outside of the room. That might have been the end of the Azure lane. Unless I find some, like, sitting around. Tons of Hollow Live still. That's it. That was the end of the Azure. Let me just check the back of these shelves, too. Just to be sure. Oh, wait a second. Aha, 3 boxes left. Woo! I had them sitting over here ready to be put on the shelf. That's what was going on. I'm tired, worn out, got nothing done today. I'm pissed. I know that feeling. I never feel like I've got everything done. It's a very frustrating feeling. Oh no, Mister needs to order more Azure. You think so? I feel like people are focusing on Hollow Live. So 2 Mashoku, 2 Azure. Okay, there you go. That's too damn bad. Can't have my box. What? There's a hollow. Okay, you got some sexy girls. I'm gonna start selling nothing but sexy girl paraphernalia. That's it. Okay, and I'm gonna start selling ladies' underwear. That's for Jeff Leon. Jeff, those are some hollows. Shoop. Have you guys ever farted so bad, even the smell bothers you? Do you think Stormy Mountain card worth more now? Yeah, now that it's famous. David Moraes, $20 to my SLAB-AWAY. Okay, David Moraes. You have a Snorlax. This goes to 807.5. One Galaxy One. Here are one Galaxy One. Hi, mister. I sent for the cancellation of my slab. No! What's up, Yuda? Are you Sandra? I sent you your refund. Check your PayPal. You should have $110 now. Yuda, no. Let's do that hollow Jar Jar Binks everyone wants. Okay, what do we got? Oh, yes, oh, okay. Sounds good. You were lucky, Yuda. The value of the card didn't fall over time. That's also a sign, by the way, that's a good card if you didn't know that. When a card falls in value, that means you were buying it when it was overpriced. But if it doesn't fall over a period of time, that means there's not a lot of them for sale and no one's willing to lower the price on it. The price was actually higher by $5. See, David Moraes. Do you have a bag? I don't know if David Moraes has a bag. My wife is overpriced. Would you pay a premium for BBC E-certified wax pack boxes since they don't have wrappers so you can just open them to verify? Would I pay a premium for BBC? Hell no. What are you talking about? You just take your gay porn and get. How are you, mister? I'm all right. How are you? I've been a few weeks. All right, there we go. Running out of room out of this DA box. Brooks Bellinger, one of the Rainbow Chonky Chonks. So this is the new slab break. He is so hard to pull out of Vivid Voltage. So instead of opening up a million Vivid Voltages, for $15, you can have a 1 in 28 odds. Think of it like a $15 booster pack, where you know one person is guaranteed to pull it. My wife, PSA grade is 4.0, but she's been heavily played, so she grades low now. BBC British Broadcast C-word. Mister never answers me when I want to know how he's doing. I'm doing pretty good. Anything but damage still value. Kevin O'Neill says Diamond Pearl spot. That's right, we have a Diamond Pearl pack break. Kevin O'Neill. Hey, mister, how are you today? So next up, we ignore you. Here's Zachary Stekskowski, one for the Pikachu. Got it, Zachary. I want to work 2 jobs. Pokies are expensive. Yeah, I mean, one of the fascinating things about having a hobby that is about collecting and you enjoy it really motivates you to work harder. And in the end, if you end up having a bunch of stuff in your hobby, one day you can sell that. It turns out you got a bunch of wealth stacked up in your hobby. Just don't let your house burn down. That would be no good. Don't let your house blow away in a tornado. You'll lose it all. That's what I was thinking about last night. I was like, what if my house really did collapse in a tornado? I'd be like, so much product would get crushed. So I'm not ready to move all this out. Look at all that product. Imagine a tornado crushed the top floor of my home. That would be bad. Okay, Jeff, 2 Azura, 2 Mashoku. You're just scraping through these boxes. But you're the only one doing it, so you're going to get the pull. Here it is. No one else is doing it. What Mister does. That's it. I'm selling my entire collection. I'm packing up, selling my entire collection. I'm selling all 3 of my lake houses, and I'm moving to Japan, guys. Start all over again in Japan. I'm going to buy a mansion home in Japan, near the city, but not in the city. Oh, what do you got? Oh, look who it is. Rudius. So I'm going to move, after it's all sold, I'm going to use that money as a base starter money to move into Japan, and I'm going to be selling you guys Japanese products straight from Japan. Whoa, the bunny girl. Look at the kind of cards you can pull out of Azure Lane. That ain't right. Here we are. The Japanese will never accept you, unfortunately. Yeah, I feel the same way about that. I'm not the one who wants to move to Japan. I want to move to the UK. So if we're just talking about moving for fun, I'd like to move to the UK, maybe like Brighton. My other option would probably be Switzerland. Switzerland, I've thought about Italy, by the way. I've never traveled to Italy, but they got some good water out there, and I like water. Also, there's New Zealand and Australia. So I like the UK, Australia, New Zealand because they speak English. Italy, I think, would be difficult. Japan would be really difficult. And yeah, they would always treat me like an outsider. I don't even want to go to Japan as my wife does. She's like obsessed with it. She's like a weeaboo, guys. She is obsessed with it. Italy has good pizza. Do they? Good pizza, huh? Yeah, I heard that's where Pizza Hut's from. There you are. Brighton is a dive. I hear Brighton's kind of pricey, but I kind of like pricey places. Here's Kip F. I'll take a spot in the peachy break. All right. Immigration is going to be tough. I would just say I'm young. I pay a lot of taxes. I'm a remote worker. I bring my job with me. I don't take any jobs from any people around me. I think I'd be accepted in a lot of countries. Plus, they'd see I'm college educated, and they would see that I don't know what's required to move into Britain. You know what I mean? I got no clue. What is required to move to Britain? How does Britain decide like who gets to go and who gets to stay in the UK, right? Don't they have like some sort of filtering system? Every country should have a filtering system. Your goal is to get all the smart people and to not just become the dumping grounds for the homeless people, which is that's a big thing. That's the big thing in 2023. There's a lot of poor failed countries with a lot of problems, and people have kind of figured out like, well, I could just move to one of the generous socialist countries, and if I get in, I'm going to get the benefits of their society that they put together over 1,000 years or whatever, you know. So that's the big thing in 2023. And so I would imagine countries would develop a filtering system to say, all right, are you going to come in and just be a tax burden on our taxpayers, or are you going to come in and are you going to contribute? There's a big difference, right? If you're going to come in and contribute, come right in. And then there's some countries that don't even want that. They don't even want you to come in, even if you're going to contribute. They just want you to stay away. And that would be like Japan, right? With their 98% homogeneity. But I don't even know, like, what does the UK do? How do they tell you yes or no? I thought I read in Australia, they even have an age limit. You can't become an Australian citizen over like the age of 35 or something. And I think that's because of their health system or something, right? I can't remember. Am I the only one with the audio and video not synced? I heard about that last night. Somebody was saying we had that problem. Find employment. Yeah, but I bring my job with me. Mister, have you ever been in a fight? Punching kids at Walmart for Pokies doesn't count. Yeah, I was in a fight when I was younger and working at Sears. I got in a physical confrontation with the guy who kind of attacked me. And I punched him in the stomach. No, I hit him in the stomach with the dolly, and then I punched him. And then the fight was immediately over. Here we are. My audio is messed up too. Seems okay for me. Tap the table or something. Tap, tap, tap. Join the UK. You'll be met with nothing but disappointment. Source, I'm British. How do you, tell me some problems with the UK. Convince me not to go. Convince me not to go. What do you dislike about it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 5. Did you get fired? Yep, definitely off by a second or two, says Coeli. Yeah, so this was happening last night, but it's not my fault. That's got to be YouTube's fault. There's no setting on YouTube to sync the audio and the video. I will stop buying from you, says Mikey, because I'm in the UK. All right, essay time. He says essay time. Let me write you a whole essay about the faults of Britain. Joshua Pinheiro, 1 spot in the Pikachu. Okay. It's been okay since last night for me, says Kip. I think it's a YouTube thing. I don't think it's on my side. I don't know. Could be on my side. I'm British and I love the UK. Oops. Just speak 2 seconds later than you plan to speak. There we go. I'll speak ahead of time. That would solve it if I was capable of that. That would actually solve it. I'm going to close this down. Move this to the side. Have you ever killed someone, mister? No. Mine is off, but did you say you beat someone with a hand truck? Yeah, they're called dollies or two-wheelers. And I was in a dangerous physical confrontation with a guy who was working with me at Sears. He was a real asshole. He treated me real bad for a while. And then he finally knocked some boxes off my head because he and I were arguing. And it was kind of a dangerous thing. Like, it could have snapped my neck, basically. And so I took the dolly and I basically like threw it at his stomach. And then I ran forward and punched him too. And he fell over and he fell into these weird shelves that have like wheels on them. And then that was it. I just kind of stormed off right away because I didn't want to get any more violent. And that was it. That was the end of it. I thought I was getting fired, and he didn't tell the manager, and I didn't tell the manager. And then the very next day, he was way nicer to me. He was super nice. He was way, way, way nicer. He was like, we're best buddies now. Shipping would be too much. I'd stop buying. You can't leave. Forget what I've said about writing an essay. My British fingers aren't bothered to type an entire essay. Back to consuming some splendid tea and biscuits. Too long, don't read. Weather is dog. Mister is a loose cannon. I'm crazy. All right. So, Jeff says he wants 2 English Scarlet Violet, 1 Mashoku, 1 Azure. 1 Azure. He was a bully. Once you put them in place, they change. Here we are. Yeah, he was a lot taller than me. He was a really tall guy. He was an unusually tall guy. And, but he was like a redneckish guy. And the beef between him and I was a very hard, fast worker. And he did not like that because he kind of saw work as sort of like, you don't do anything the manager doesn't tell you to do. You go as slow as you're allowed to go slow so that you don't get the work done too fast. You know what I mean? You don't set high expectations. And I'm like the opposite of that, and I always will be. And so he didn't like me because I was kind of disturbing that. I was a new hire, and I was just getting everything done real fast. And yeah, he started arguing with me about how something should be done. And then he was the one who attacked me first. He like punched the box and it like tilted my head. These were like $700 ranges is what they were. So I had 2 of them stacked on top of each other. They're extremely heavy. And he knocked one off, causing a big mess, by the way. And I was so pissed. I was like, unbelievable. Who does that? It's dangerous. I have to lift them back up now. I have to restack them. All because he's mad that I'm working fast. And he wasn't a manager. He doesn't get to decide like how they get put away. So I was putting them away in a more efficient way, and he didn't like that. And he thought he was going to tell me what to do and where they belong. I'm like, what? You're not a manager back here. You don't tell me where these get put. So we were fighting. And yeah, he had been bothering me for a while. It wasn't the first time. It's like every time we spoke, we had some sort of miniature argument with each other. Here we are. Didn't Sears go out of business? I think they're still holding on, but I don't think they're doing very well. Yep, union worker. Now, this wasn't a union. It was not a union. But, you know, that was his mentality, a union worker mentality. And he was a real goofy-looking guy, but he was really, really tall, and everyone who worked the job was pretty strong. I think I was at my physical peak at that age. I think I was exactly like, how old was I? I think I was exactly 18 years old. And I was working 2 physical labor jobs, one at Target and one at Sears at the same time. So I'd unload trucks at Target, and then I'd unload trucks at Sears. And I had everything. I had like the ripped, you know, like that, the 6-pack going on, and I felt great. And he was pretty in shape as well because that was the job specifically. You had to be able to like lift a mower over your head and stuff like that. Here's Mr. Miguel Gradado, D&P break. You got it, man. And unloading trucks sucks. Yeah, it's a lot of work. It's hot, it's grueling, it's stinky, it's very grimy. I unloaded trucks most of my life. And wasn't until I was about 24 or 25 that I quit to go to school full time. That's when I met my wife. And now I'm kind of fat because, no, I'm not kind of fat. I'm definitely fat. Oops, wrong bag. I'm fat now because I don't do anything but sit around now. So now my job is like a fancy brain job, and there's very little exercise involved in what I do. But I used to get constant exercise in the past. Last job I had, I was working for Coca-Cola, and I had to lift soda up all day long, and I had to move pallets around. And moving those pallets were like 800 pounds. They were just like a solid brick of liquid, and you had to drag it around on a pallet. And it made your arms and your wrists and your legs so strong, but you could just feel it was bad for you. You could feel it was bad for your knees. You could feel it was bad for your knees and your lower back. You could just feel that it was bad for you. And yeah, by the time I quit that job, I was still in really good shape. I didn't have the six-pack abs anymore, but I was very healthy. And then I went to Lindenwood University full time. When I met my wife, I was pretty skinny, and now I'm a chubby fat guy, and that is because, 4 years of sitting in school. So I immediately stopped working hard. I'm sitting in school on my butt, 4 years of studying, and then after that, I've been doing this, TheCardconomist. I don't know how long it's been, maybe like 7 years. So 7 years of sitting later, where's all my muscle? My arms are small. My legs feel like they couldn't do anything. Yeah, I've lost all of it. So I liked it better when I felt all strong, but I like this job way better than the physical labor jobs. Physical labor jobs are terrible. They're risky. They're painful. They're sweaty and gross. And then the worst part is they pay. I think I already said this. They pay terrible. So you don't get paid enough to do some of the most grueling kinds of work. You'd think it'd be the other way around. The easier and more comfortable the job is, the less you'd be paid. So I should be being paid less to do this than the guy pulling a pallet of soda. But the truth is, this is a brain job, and pulling the soda is not. It's a muscle job. So you don't get paid anything to do muscle jobs. You get paid a lot to do a brain job. All right, Jeff says, single-handedly keeping the rips going. 1 Mushoku, 1 English. Well, I was about to wrap up. We're past an hour. Yeah, we're all done, guys. No more orders. So we got the Mushoku, and we got English Scarlet Violet. Prefer less physical. Yeah, everyone does. Nobody likes to be in pain. Work out on stream. That's right. I'm going to give you guys the option to purchase me doing 10 push-ups or something. Boxers get paid well. That's a great point. So some jobs are both physical and mental, and that would be like athletes, right? Ooh, look at Penny. And they do get paid some of the highest amounts in all of society. But to get those jobs, you typically have to be like on a whole nother level. You know what I mean? Most people are not going to become professionally paid athletes. I'd pay good money to see you get sweaty. Oh, would you? Yeah, I'm out of shape because I don't do any. I mean, I try to. I go for like walks. I've actually really improved how I eat, but that doesn't matter because while I've done that, I've also gotten like 10 years older. Right? Like I turned 34 this year. When I worked for Coca-Cola, I was 25. That was like 10 years ago. So I'm eating healthier, but I'm not getting any exercise, and I'm just sitting all day. I have a sedentary lifestyle now. So it's an interesting thing. It's one of the few things I worry about still is my sedentary lifestyle. But after I'm done working, I'd like to just relax. I like to play some games, go out to eat, hang out with my wife. That's another thing. When you're single, very motivated to work out. When you're already married, you're just like, what do you want to do? Watch a movie? You know what I mean? You want to cuddle? You know how good it feels to cuddle, guys? Most of you guys know. Vicente Gonzalez, 2 in the Diamond Pearl pack break. You got it, man. So, you know, it's like I could go out and work out at the gym, or I could climb under the comfortable bed sheets and cuddle before I have to go stream again. You know what I mean? So what do you think I'm going to do? Anyways, that's life. I'm 6'2", work out every day. Got me lots of ladies. Oh, do you? I bet Mr. was pissed then and now. Oh, yeah. Doing the physical labor jobs, you'd get pissed all the time. 10 spots. If it's one more spot, can I buy it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Nope, it's 2 spots. We're wrapping up, guys. We're wrapping up. It'll be open in the dinner time, the nighttime stream. Be there. There's going to be giveaways. Nighttime stream tonight, guys. Don't miss it. Midnight Sawazo, let me get my slab and ship just my slabs for now. Please and thank you. It says Midnight Sawazo. Okay, that's the last order. So Midnight Sawazo, he is referring to a SLAB-AWAY? Is that what this is? Oh, here it is. Gengar. From October, you got it, man. Here we are. Oh, lovely. Same here as I'm on the East Coast, so sleep for tonight's stream. I'm sorry. Look at that. Lovely card, man. We need an economy update. The economy, it's a interesting time. It's a very scary time, I'd say. You have China and Russia trying to get a bunch of countries to agree to store their wealth in this new BRICS nation thing. I think it's the Chinese yuan backed by gold. I don't know. Actually, I should read about what it actually is so that I'm informed. What is it that they're actually proposing? It's not a new currency, right? It's just the yuan, right? Okay, we're going to say slabs only. I'll look it up right now. Okay, so I'm going to look it up. What currency will BRICS use? The new currency will be based... The BRICS countries are working on establishing a new reserve currency to better serve their economic interests, according to Pavel Niavzev. Oh, here it is. The new currency will be based on a basket of the currencies of the five-nation bloc: Russia, India, Brazil, and South Africa. The possibility of setting up a common single currency based on a basket of currencies of the BRICS countries is being discussed. The member states are studying mechanisms to exchange financial information to develop a reliable alternative for international payments. Wow. This is a big deal. The reason this is such a big deal, it could put us into war, actually. The United States might decide it does not like this and that it would like to destabilize these countries and go to war. They want to establish a kind of like single currency for them to store their wealth in so that they can trade in. A lot of people don't understand. Is this how the euro was made? Yeah, precisely. Yeah, so and the concept is this. If we all use the same currency, we can store our wealth in that currency, and then I can trade with many different countries very easily. So, I mean, imagine you were China, and you were buying stuff from all over the world. You're buying stuff from France. No, wait. You're selling stuff all over the world. There we go. Imagine you're China, and you're selling stuff all over the world. You sell to France. You sell to the UK. You sell to Brazil. You sell to Venezuela. You sell to Costa Rica. I'm not Costa Rica. You sell to, I don't know, Haiti. I don't know. Just come up with names. Everyone has their own currency. So in China, they end up with like 20 different currencies. That's no good. They don't want to manage 20 different currencies. So what they do instead is they say, we'll sell you the items, but you have to buy it from us in US dollars. And so instead of having 20 different currencies, China just has one currency, the US dollar. It makes things very simple. It makes all the conversion much simpler. And so this is how the United States became the reserve currency. Everyone's just trading in the dollar because it allows you to trade with many different countries in a very easy way. They use the dollar because it's reliable, it's stable. The United States is a very stable country. Nobody's about to invade it or take over and ruin the currency. But ever since this World War III with Ukraine has started, Russia has said, you know what? I'm tired of having the United States in our affairs. And China is becoming an economic equal with the United States very rapidly. So why don't we just establish, I don't know, a brand new currency, and then you can't sanction us anymore, and you cannot dictate who can trade with this anymore because these other countries might decide that they're tired of taking orders from the United States on what they can and can't do at the risk of being sanctioned. Sanctioning is when the United States says, we'll freeze your US dollars. We'll stop them from being allowed to move because we have control of what happens to our own currency in these banks. So the United States dollars say, or United States can say, don't allow Russia to trade in the US dollar anymore. Shut their bank account down. Russia doesn't like that at all because it's like, it's a type of warfare, but it's a non-violent warfare. But it is a type of warfare. It's coercion. So they're forming their own one world currency to compete with the US dollar. And if it does really well, meaning that if a lot of countries it turns out if they don't like us and they do trust China for some reason, if China can convince them politically that, hey, we're just as good as the US, you can trust our institutions, we'll never like screw you over, we're not going to sanction you, whatever. Our yuan's very reliable. If China can convince those countries of that, they might drop the US dollar, sell their US dollars off in exchange for Chinese yuans. So this can trigger hyperinflation in the US. That's what people are talking about. And not only that, but if the United States tries to print more money and no one else is holding US dollars anymore, who will feel the inflation? Only us, and it'll be a much sharper inflation. It most likely will be felt like a hyperinflation. So the way it works right now, you've got all these countries holding whatever, billions of US dollars. I don't know how much they hold, millions of US dollars. And so when the United States prints, the whole world shares in the inflation of the US dollar. We steal the value of the US dollar from all these other countries. They're all holding US dollars, so we steal from them when we print money. That's been our trick. You're all holding US dollars? Good. Now I can print it and steal the value from across the world. So if the whole world dumps the US dollar and we try to print again, you're going to feel the full effect of the inflation. Only the American people will feel it. We will have the brunt of it, and there'll be all these US dollars in circulation that nobody wants. So all of a sudden, the value of the US dollar drops to nothing. And it means that it's going to affect you financially a lot, basically. I think, first of all, when we go to buy stuff from the rest of the world and we say, please let us buy this with our US dollars, they're like, we will. You can buy in US dollars, but you're going to take 10 times the cost it used to cost. It used to be cheap. Now I know your US dollars aren't worth anything. So to buy these goods, I'm going to need 10 times as much as before. And so we'll import the goods at 10 times the cost of the US dollar. So when you go to Walmart, you're like, how did the price of this good go up times 10? Right now, you guys are feeling like a 9% inflation on food, but actually, in my opinion, it's closer to like 15 and 20. It depends on what you're talking about, really. But you're feeling the effects of inflation today. Well, if everyone gets rid of storing their value in the US dollar across the world, they reject the US dollar, it will trigger a hyperinflation, in my opinion, in our country. It's a very serious issue. I think that the real problem is that China kind of is becoming our economic equal. And so all of our enemies are watching that. And all of the people who are not really our allies, they just kind of put up with this, they're watching that too. And then our allies are, maybe they're reliable, but maybe they're not. You never know, so sometimes your allies are the first ones to screw you over. So yeah, I mean, it's a pretty serious thing. The United States does not have to be the reserve currency for the rest of the world. But the way things are set up right now, again, if a lot of countries sell off their US currency at the same time, we will experience hyperinflation and the value of your money will go to nothing. You won't be able to buy anything. You need like 10 times as much to buy something. So that's where we're at. And a lot of this, part of this is triggered by the Ukrainian war. Russia goes to war with Ukraine. We fight a shadow war against Russia, and Russia says, okay, so let's get with China, and we're going to start a new reserve world currency because we are tired of being sanctioned by the United States. We're a big country with a lot of factories and production. We don't need the United States. Why do we allow the United States to have control over our cash flow, whether we can buy and sell stuff? And why do we hold on to U.S. cash when the United States is a broke country full of socialism and corruption, and they're just going to print their currency anyways? So why would I want to hold their currency? It's a stupid idea. Basically, we do currency manipulation over here, and it's funny because we've accused China of doing it. But yeah, the United States government, anytime they run into a situation where they don't have enough money, they don't say, we just need to stop spending. They don't do that. They just say, we just need to print more. And so it's reached a point where it's actually having consequences. And everyone knew it can't be consequence free. So everyone knew it would eventually have a consequence. And this is it, you know, like you can't just infinitely print money like Bernie Sanders said you can. You cannot do that. There are actual consequences to being so broke. And if it crashes, I'm not saying it will, but let's say it does crash, it's going to be so shit. It's going to be a new depression. And honestly, it might lead to the rise of a populist leader like Donald Trump, who says, well, I'm crazy. I'm going to fix it all for you. And I'm not going to bend for anyone. So he's going to sound like that. And people are going to vote for a strong man because that's what they want during hyperinflation. They want the problem fixed. We're very close to that. And Donald Trump is trying to run for president, and he is a populist. And I don't have any faith in Bernie Sanders, or I'm sorry, in Biden. And I don't hear any other American leaders who sound good. Can you name one other good sounding American leader? Not AOC. She's like a joke. Hillary Clinton, I don't know. Bernie Sanders, he's the reason we're in this situation, because America actually doesn't make enough money to pay for all the things we're spending our money on. So it has to print money. So Bernie Sanders, he's a socialist guy, and he's saying, I'll just give you guys tons of free money. From where, Bernie Sanders? Oh, I'll just raise taxes on the billionaires to 1%. Yeah, and then they'll all leave to the UAE, and they'll take all their money in production with them, and then you won't tax them for anything. Your tax collection will go to zero on them. So you'll go from taxing them for an income of millions of dollars to an income of zero, because they'll just move out of the country to a place that treats them good. You know what I mean? So I don't think Bernie Sanders socialism solves it. It actually makes it worse. So I don't know who's going to solve the problem. It's a very serious threat, and they're working on it actively. And America's only ever known being number one for, the last, whatever it's been, 100 years. And the moment we fall out of that position, it's going to be a long fall to the bottom. And all of the arrogant Americans are going to realize, oh, money's not magic. We actually have to have some mastery over our finances. We can't just do whatever we want. So it's going to be real sad when it happens, if it happens. But we could stop it. You'd think we could be able to stop it. We're so well educated. We've seen all this in the past with other empires who fell. I mean, it's like literally every empire falls when they start printing money. It's like completely predictable. But it's all the American people demand. Every blue-haired American is screaming that they should have UBI and, oh, I shouldn't have to work as much. Oh, 8-hour days are too long. I should work a 30-hour week and everything should be free. Those are great ideals, and we should strive toward those things. But it just comes down to money in the end. Can we afford it? If we can't, then we can't do it. It's just like that. Sometimes people look at like Europe as a solution. Europe's going bankrupt. Europe's not a good shining image of financial prosperity. Many people in Europe are just okay because of the socialism. They would be very poor otherwise. And there's not a lot of GDP growth over there. That is not the center of growth anymore. And some European countries are finding out that they're kind of bankrupt like we are. They're just not reserve currency countries. And they're starting to deport immigrants because they can't afford them. And that's because socialist systems only work when you have lots of people contributing and very few people pulling money out. It has to balance. So when you have a very socialist country, what they're discovering in Europe is they get enormous amounts of economic migrants who say, wait a second, you're socialist. You got some free ones for me? Because I would really like that if you had some free ones. And then eventually you got too many people taking and not enough people giving, and the socialist system breaks. That's why it doesn't work. And it never has worked. If it works for a couple years, that's great. It will eventually break, though. Either that, or you'll become very, very anti-immigration. So it will either break, or your country will create a filter to get rid of all the undesirables. You know what I mean? People who are a net tax loss. It's the only way socialism can work. If you deport people who are a net tax loss, socialism can definitely work in that case. But you can't have both open border immigration and heavy amounts of socialism. Sweden's learning about that. Sweden now has a far-right political movement. Italy has a far-right political movement. All these European countries do, because they can't afford it. And neither can we, and that's why our dollar is about to lose its status as the world reserve currency. Anyways, that was fun to talk about. See you guys later. My order, says Mike Side. It'll have to be done tonight.